it simple, keep it classy. Those are the kind of products or designs that sell faster. Keep it simple, keep it. Let's go to the tutorial.
So this design is basically rectangle. Mhm. And apart from what you are seeing, you can afford to go ahead and add any other thing you want to add. So I want to assume that this is my fabric unfold. Okay. So if this is my fabric unfold, the back actually does not need half problem. So we are going to be cutting the back first as usual. We are going to mark our border line, and our border line as usual is 1 inch. Can you see? Then I mark my border line to be able to guide me. Hmm? Now we are going to mark our shoulder. Okay. My shoulder measurement is 8 inches, and this is my 8 inches right here. I will mark my sleeve length. That is how long I want that wing to be. I want mine to be 21 inches. So I will mark my 21 inches right here. Now, for the neck measurement, since it has collar, it's going to be 2 by, for me, for my own measurement, so you have to calculate for your own. Mine is going to be 2.75, and I come down by just half inch. Okay, then you connect nicely. Okay, now remember to come down by 1 inch for the shoulder slant. You can come down by more than that, but I always prefer to come down by, you can come down by more than that, but the koko is let your shoulder slant a little. That's because our shoulder is not straight. Now, somebody will now ask me, why did I mark my shoulder first? I mark shoulder because I want to be able to be sure of the sleeve length. I always told you people that always mark your shoulder, even for bubu gown, mark that shoulder, because sometimes you go ahead to just place your shoulder. Maybe this is your client. Maybe this is your client standing, okay? And this is your client shoulder, and this is your client's hand. So the client will now tell you, this is where I want my bubu to end. You just carry tape and put it here and measure straight down. Let me tell you, if you are not an expert, by the time you finish cutting that sleeve, that bubu gown, this bubu gown fit come short reach here, or if you come over long, you and the customer go start argument. To avoid problem, just place your tape here, measure your shoulder. After measuring your shoulder, my shoulder is 7, my shoulder is 8, you keep it. Measure from here to here, from here to wherever the person wants it, and you are going to get exactly that. Sometimes you finish measurement, you place on your fab table and cut, e go be like say you make mistake. It's actually not mistake. I don't know how it happens, but you find out that what you measure, what you cut is different from what you measured. So to be on the safer side, even up till now, I don't want problem. I measure my shoulder. So that was the reason for my measuring shoulders, so to be able to get my sleeve. Now, for the length of the back, for the length of the back, if you look at that top very well, e went below the hip area, but before the knee line. So I'm going to place it here, and I will measure. This is my customer's hips, right? It came down. Okay, so if your hip measurement is 25, add up to 3 inches or 4 inches to it, depending on the hip measurement. For someone that has big hips, you have to add more, even up to 5 or 6 inches, because the hip will carry it up. The butt area will carry up the top. Do you understand? So for my own measurement, I'm going to be adding 4 inches to this 25 to make it 30. And this is what I have. I will place my tape line here, and I will measure 30. Now remember that I told you that this style is just simple rectangular measurement. So now I'm going to rule measure here again, and I will mark 30. So I'm going to rule my line. Now before I go ahead, okay, let me cut out this back first. Now in cutting out the back, look at this is where my sleeve ended, right? In cutting out my back, check the sleeve. You will see that there's a way the back cut out. Now I'm going to, from here, which is the sleeve, I'm going to just make like a deep cut, just put small style, make it pointed. You can go as long as you want. Now from here, I will just sharpen it out. Can you see? This is how the back is going to look like. Let there be a dip inside here. Now that dip is going to come out, go down, and pencil out. Right now, I'm going to be cutting out. So the back actually does not really have problem. So this is what we have for the back. So we are going to use this back to cut the front. Now for the front, this is where the work really is. Now I will place remember that the front has space for button, right? So you are going to measure 2 inches all through, down, measure 2 inches, measure 2 inches, measure 2 inches. Have you seen? You measure 2 inches. This is for the button that is in front. And then we are going to be folding it inside. Use your iron to fold inside so that you'll be seeing clearly. Can you see? Now I will pick my back pattern and place it on the front line. Can you see? Now the back pattern has this pointed tip, right? The front does not have it. So the front is just going to go straight. Okay, or if you like, let it cover. It depends on you, how creative you want to be about it. Now the front and the back is the same length for this side, but not the same length for here. I'm going to be showing you. Now I will mark here for the sleeve length and mark here for my sleeve length. Reason being that there's a way this curving for the back, it went inside, but for the front it came out. So for the front, I'm going to do something like this. If you take it inside, the first day I cut it, I took it inside. I didn't like the feeling it gave to me. But when I cut the second one and it came out, the beauty of the front top came out. Now I'm going to okay. So for the front pattern, I know that for the back pattern, we came down by okay, we are going to be ruling first. So you roll. Now for the front pattern, for the back pattern, we came down by 1 inch, but for the front, we are not coming down. Do you know why? If you are making a collar shirt, please, instead of it to be too wide, please let it be too tight. From your calculation, instead of it to be your neck area to be too wide, let it be too tight. Because collar shirt is very, very technical. If it becomes too wide, no matter how the person's collarbone will be showing, e no go fit cover. But if it is small, just anybody can wear it. Remember, that is your target, to make something that just anybody can wear. When you are making and you say, oh, this is strictly size 8, now there the back market they come. I'm telling you the basic truth. If you're a beginner and you are starting out, do not invest in designs that are strictly for one size. If you are making a skirt, a trouser, let the trouser be able to be worn by size, at least size. If you are making for a size 12, for a size 10, let it be worn comfortably by a size 10 and a size 12 and a size 14. Is possible. Invest in stretchy fabrics or invest in styles wey no too wey big like bubu gowns. Okay, for beginner. I'm telling you tips and trips so that you don't go and start experiencing bad market. Wear something wey be say as you dey sell, if this one test am, if you no size am, another person size am, test am, size am, you carry go, you go house. Okay, so for the neckline, I'm going to be coming down by 2.5 inches and then I mark it here. Okay, and then I will connect it nicely. Now this style, if you like, cut it by unbiased, but I prefer just cutting it straight. You still get the same effect. Now we come to the aspect that is the what is bringing the beauty. That style wey that thing wey make you rush go look the style. That's what we want to do now. Now I will measure from my shoulder to my under bust, and this is it here. And this is it here. Can you see it? I will roll. Can you see? Now I will measure from my shoulder to above hip. Above hip. So if your hip is 25, make this one 24. And then I measure from here to here. And then I roll. Can you see? So this is the length for the front part of my top, middle part. But the wing side, that is the sleeve side, will still maintain this length. Now, watch what I'm going to be doing. You measure that person, under bust divided by 4. Whatever you got, you mark it here. Come down again, measure hip line divided by 4. No, no, don't add allowance. Whatever you got, you mark it here. Can you see? Now you are going to come down by, even if it's 2 inches or 1.5 inch. But when I did mine, I came down by 2. But just make it 1.5 inch. Now you will curve nicely from here. Can you see? You will curve nicely from here. And keep coming down. And then you cut out. In making the back, we came down. But in making the front, we will go up in the hem area. Measure 2 inches up and then you connect it nicely. Can you see? And now I'm going to be cutting out. You will watch what I'm doing. Now, this is the front. Can you see how the front is? This is for the button. Now, this style is about pleating all these remaining ones to enter here. So you are going to go and pleat, 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 enter here. Don't worry about here. Here will fall like butterfly. Pleat all here. Use needle, tack, 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 and stretch it. And pull it. It will gather evenly here. Now, pleat all here. It will enter here. That is all. I will pleat it and show you. But before I go ahead to pleat it with needle, I will cut the strap. Now, for this particular design, you don't cut strap. Did you hear what I said? Don't cut strap. That normal strap you used to cut and put in inner belt for Bubu. That's not how to cut it. You are going to measure from here. You will measure from somewhere around here to give fitting. From somewhere around the nipple to nipple and add like 5 inch. So if from here to here is 5 inch. Now look at what I'm going to be doing. Look at what I'm going to be doing. I will measure 5 inch from here to here. And I will curve out. Can you see what I did? Now I will cut. No, if I want to, now the strap you can either tie at the back or add button to it. I want to tie mine, so I want to make it very long. So I will now measure the number of inches I want the belt to be, and I will just have something like this. Can you see? Open it. And you have a belt that looks like this. You have a belt that looks like this to be attached here and here from inside. Now let me turn the inside so that you see what I mean. Should I now? Okay, let's assume that this is the back. This is how you attach the belt. No. So this is the inside. You attach the belt like this. Can you see? The belt is going to follow this curving. So the belt is going to follow this curving so that it will hold down a bigger, wider part of it. So you tie at the back and it will now gather your waist as if they sewed it down. Some people go ahead to sew inner back. That back you're seeing, they sew inner for it. It will hold it up to the edge. It depends on what you want to do. But me and you that we are just starting, we are trying to maximize the use of our fabric. Belt don't do am. If you do this thing I told you, it will hold it. If you don't do it and you just go and put strap, well, I don't know, because me, I did not do strap. I saw it where it was hanged and I opened it as if I opened it and looked at everything. So what I saw is what I'm showing you. Attach the belt this way. Attach the belt. I'm just using this one so that you see. Attach it like this and let it just drop at the back. Okay, and that is all. Now you will go and use needle and tack, 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 tack all here. This extra now is what caused the pleat. So this extra should enter here, or this extra should enter here, or and that is all about this gown. Now if I cut on paper and you don't understand, I also cut it for my master class people. So join membership, whatever I cut here and you need it to be cut on fabric, let me know. I will cut it, but I will put it in the membership. Reason being that we buy fabrics, you and I know how much fabrics cost now. So if you want to see a particular design in fabric, design tutorial in fabric, do well to join our membership class. And God bless you. Much sales. See you guys in the next video. Thank you.